Annual harvest view in AgNote is located under row crops. So let's expand that menu, and there's annual harvest view. By the way, if you don't see this option here on the menu, that's because you haven't moved any row crops into the annual harvest view yet. I'll show how to do that here in a little bit. But let's go to annual harvest view, and here right away we can see for year 2023, which is current year, all the fields and cuttings for each field, how many there have been completed. So we got 3 fields, and each field has 2 cuttings year to date. And for each cutting we can see details such as when it was cut, what was the cutting age. That 29 number means 29 days since last cutting. Then we can see the yield, we can see how the cost of completed tasks, how much irrigation water was applied, and you may see more information there depending what you are tracking. And if you want to see the list of things which have been recorded already, they will be located here on the far right under year to date. And this is where you can also quickly add a input. For example, gypsum, we applied 1 ton. This is our application date. We'll choose this date and just add. So now there's a gypsum, and that gypsum cost, that input cost per ton, per acre I meant, is also visible here. And to add a new cutting, all we need to do is just click add new. And by the way, here we can see that number 26 means days since last cutting. So let's add a new one quickly. So we'll choose big bale. Hey big bale, that's our harvest method, and I'll say it was 567 bales, and I'm gonna choose today's date, and there's the harvest recorded. And now we can see that this harvest was 27 days old. So those are 27 days since the last cutting. Let's see what else we can do here in annual harvest view. So we can quickly filter if we got multiple locations which have annual harvest view, or in my case that's the Alfalfa. We can quickly filter down that company. Of course there's only 2, so it's easy. We can see that all on one page. We can also navigate back to the previous years and see how the fields were producing. And as promised, I'll go back to plantings and I'll show you how to move one of the row crops into annual harvest view. So for example, I want to move this planting here into annual harvest view. To do that, just click on this planted date or this first line. Then we do need to show more, and here we select row crops annual harvest view and save. And that field, that planting, was moved into annual harvest view. And that's the one right there. And here we can start adding our cuttings, just like we did earlier. And there you have it. That's annual harvest view in AgNote. Thank you.